Welcome back to Comp Center. What's good with you young lions? You know, this week is going to be a special one. It's definitely going to be a special one. You guys are actually going to get to witness the grind. You know, you guys are going to get to see me grind the entire week, drop the Comp Centers out on this episode right here. It's kind of a playoff to what's going on with Throwdown. You know, we'll figure out. We'll get into it. We got Witness the Grind versus Throwdown. I was wondering, everyone wants to know why Throwdown is down bad. How are they down bad? Is this a reoccurring trend? Is it a theme in their game? Or whatever is the case, you know. But you know who wasn't wondering? Robar, coach. He went out there. He knew that they were a top brand. He challenged them to wager, knowing they would have accepted the wager. And he's building up now. You know, he put his team in a great spot. His point guard, Chatty Nick, Dom Rep Ellis, who used to play on Bar None. True, who he ran with forever to Witness the Grind. If you don't know Witness the Grind and you want to witness the grind, you can go back on the channel to Witness the Grind. Ooh, y'all saw I did that like a battle rap scheme. That scheme was hard. I should bring it back with it, but I ain't gonna bring it back. You got Robar out, kicking it out, back up, Troop with the decks, and Throwdown. You know, it's a good steal, but Throwdown. We don't want to say they're punching bag at the moment, but they down bad. Okay, they are down bad at the moment. But it still doesn't give you guys the right to speak on their name, because they can still get you where you need to be when you beat them. You beat them, you get that entrance, or you get that recognition that you need into this competitive scene or whatever. Because they're still a top competitive. Ooh, Chatty Nick is vicious. All right, back to it. They still a top competitive brand. They still a top competitive brand, and these are the games that you need to win so you can get recognized by the other teams like the MIH, the whoever, and that's what Witness the Grind did on this. We got Moody up top with it. He's been Throwdown's best player on the year. Dev pulled from the logo with no takeover. This man is nasty with it. That's what they call it, a Goss range, Goss shot. Sheesh, 54 to 53. Chatty Nick brings the ball up. Witness the Grind. They've had a slow fort for those that didn't witness the game. Screen up top, Truth with the slip to Robar. Ooh, Robuns taking it in with the dunk. I don't know who told him to call him Robuns. He is energetic and energized, ready for it. Throwdown has put themselves in a situation now where they have to rely on their closer, Dev, to bring it home. If you know Throwdown, you know Dev has been their best player for some time. But at the moment, it's looking like Moody's the one. You know, we've seen some interesting shooting performances from Dev, but back to it. 11 seconds remaining. Moody gives it back to Dev. Screen comes. It's looking like he's gonna go pick and roll. Moody, ooh, Moody get the dunk, but Robar with the game-saving block puts his team on the back. Look at the excitement on his player. 21-7-2. Ooh, player of the game right there. Player of the game. Long story short, many in the community did it saying that Witness the Grind, that win is invalid, you know. But a wager is a wager. We can't do that. We can't downplay people's victories. People are saying that the win's invalid because Throwdown isn't a good team anymore, or whatever's the case. But they're still a good brand, you know. We gotta be able to separate the good teams from the good brands and the nuances of those. And that's a good win nonetheless. But not, regardless if you want to say it was invalid, guess what? After that wager, Witness the Grind went on and they did a great charity stream with Make It Happen, and let's see the outcome of that. We're tuned in to the dying seconds of the Witness the Grind MIH game. Robar sets the screen, slip. Dayfry drops. Ooh, that's I was Shump, not Dayfry that dropped, I believe. But still, sheesh. You see the dot to True, 51 to 48, a minute 50 remaining. Reed brings it up. He's the sharp. You see Dayfry with the big body slip comes. Ooh, Chatty, you sold. Or Robar sold. One of them sold. They both stayed up top, leaving Dayfry for the easy dunk. Maybe they said no threes. You see the score, 51 to 50. Witness the Grind is up. They are grinding right now. Robar with the screen. Go straight to the middle. They're going to, no, it comes around with the wrap from True. Gets it back off of the steal. Well, you know, the little thing. That was kind of blessing. That was a blessing. Nonetheless, 54 to 50. Can't control where the ball bounces. Reed brings it up. Reed is taking control of this game as a seam in the foot. He's looking like their closer. They trust him at the moment. He gets ripped on the sharp. Got Chatty Nick now on it. Shump on him. Shump fighting over the screens, the big bodies.
See what's gonna happen. True got his takeover on. True screen from Robar. Is he gonna get ripped too? No sir. Ooh, but he definitely gets blocked. He definitely gets blocked. Try to take that takeover shot. Shump, Dayfry, dunk of the transition. 54 to 52. Transition buckets are key at the moment. 54 seconds remaining. True with the spin. That's unnecessary. You're doing too much in the backcourt. You on the sharp, you're going to get plucked. I knew it. Once he did the spin, half his energy was gone. Well, I don't know for sure. You know, I'm just, you know me. 54 to 52 on the timeout. As you can see, Dayfry with 22, True with 21. So we are fresh out of the timeout. Shump is inbounding. 54 to 52 game. Gives it to Dayfry. Dips in. Dayfry is not looking for Reed here, of course. He's looking for Snubby. Snubby, I guess, is now a close roll. Dayfry slip. Dayfry, Shump's wide open. Boy came down from the corner, left Chatty with 2. I mean, in a situation like that, I mean, I guess you do want the lock shooting, but at the same time, you don't want anybody shooting. Just trade tools because your offense is looking poking at the moment. Your offense, except for that play where True got a little plucky pluck, but Robar comes back out. Robar off ball. I think the slip is coming. Definitely seen that play versus Throwdown plenty of times. 56 to 55. Witness the grind up 1. 17 seconds remaining. Shump got his takeover. Dayfry got his takeover. We celebrating breast cancer awareness with the stream. Dayfry wants it on the middle of the MIH logo. Dayfry reset to Snubby. Dayfry off ball's coming. I see that Reed rap. He got the shot. You got the shot. You know, it looked like a block, but he had the shot. I think it's either a shot or block. You know, there you have it, man.
We just wish this a thrilling ending of that make it happen and witness the grind game. And I don't know how you can deny them from being a top team now. I'm not sure how you could deny them from being what they are. Give them their rightful right. Now don't get me wrong. I ain't saying they top 5 or nothing like that. I'm just saying you gotta give them their credit. That's 2 top teams, or a good brand and a top team, and the best team in the game that they've beaten. I know one game's a little iffy though. You got if 2K needs to allow us a little service or whatever, what it do, so we can get back to it and we can really witness the grind once they give us the service, because it got to be a best of 3. You see how close that was. Reed, I think you had the shot. I'm not sure because he jumped. Hindsight 2020. I'm really not sure because he did jump at you, so you might have got a contest or a block, or it could have been a green open. You never know with 2K sometimes. But that was a thriller. That right there was a thriller, and we need some more. That's all I'm going to say, is that we need to see more. Shout out to Witness the Grind. Don't get too big-headed. I know y'all was on Twitter the other day talking about how y'all created the new meta, you know. Now on to some Xbox action. We got Godsent versus Untamed. Now, if you know Comp Pro Am, you know that Untamed was the #1 team. But if you also know Comp Pro Am, you know that Untamed was only the #1 team for like 3 days, 1 week. Because the climate of Comp Pro Am moves so quickly. And that's why teams like Throwdown, Space Jam, whoever, those teams like the established brands, Slightwork, GFG, people always say, oh, they #1, because they show that like consistency throughout. You know, like right now, you ask somebody, they might come around and tell you that Witness the Grind is the #1 team in the world. Like, that's just how Pro-Am is. That's the landscape of the competitive Pro-Am community. It moves so quickly, moves so fast. And I mean, you look at me. I mean, I had to champion Untamed as the #1 team when they were on the hot streak, because that's how it is. You got to get them the love while they up, and whatever. But so they were the #1 team, and unfortunately, they ran into Godsent. If you know Godsent and KMT, they've done their battles throughout. Saver, Kai, whatever's the case. But this right here just wasn't a good ending for them. 52-48 game. Game 2. The final game. First round exit for the #1 team, by the way. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. Peroxide was out there playing secondary ball handler. He had 5 turnovers as secondary ball handler. We had Keena. He was I don't even know the right word to say for him. He was a little lost out there as the primary ball handler. Like they said, you put the lock on Peroxide and you make Keenan produce, it may end up in a bad situation. And that was the game plan. Godsent, however, they said, they kept it a buck. They specifically said, you put the lock on one of us, it ain't gonna work because we got another great guard in the corner. I don't know if that's disrespect to Untamed or that's disrespect to, but hey, you heard them. But with that said, we witnessed the first round exit for Titan, and the inevitable breakup of Godsent, of Untamed happened. You know, we can do a full recap of Untamed, but I don't really feel like getting too much into it. Just know they should have never dropped Rant because apparently that may have messed up the chemistry. You know, sometimes it's always chemistry over talent. That's all. That's a little jewel I'm gonna give you guys right now. As you see, not to compare them, but not to bring them up, but you see self-taught, they always stuck with Dougs or D-Hugs, however you want to call them. And sometimes it's chemistry over talent. It's not always the best stick skills that's going to work in every environment and every clog. It's a reason that you guys are always clicking. You know, don't ever get away from that chemistry. Chemistry will always beat talent. You know how they say hard work beats, what does hard work beat? Hard work beats,
hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard.
Hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. You know, chemistry will always beat talent when talent is having behind the scenes bickering. I couldn't leave the episode. I couldn't end the episode without showing you guys something that's been going on Twitter recently. A lot of people are saying that self-taught is receiving a lot of blessings. They like this is ridiculous, the amount of blessings people are saying they're receiving, whether they're skilled or whether they're blessed or whether it's a combination of both. I mean, luck does play a factor in a lot of things, but you make your own luck. You create your own luck. You create your own situations, right?
Remember, no reaching, no reaching, no reaching. I'm saying it once.
No.
Damn.
Oh, did it count? Let's go.
Wow.
We can't make those mistakes, dude. Oh, check that, Betty. I'm stuck. Peep. Shoot it.
Blessings on blessings on blessings. I'm way up, I feel blessed. Way up, I feel blessed.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
So that was self-taught versus Rise Above and No Limit. Now, No Limit and Rise Above, you guys could have squeezed out one right there. You saw P hit the shot with 0.1 seconds remaining to put them into overtime. Then you saw, oh man, they missed the alley-oop. Oh, it barely left his fingertips. Now, I don't know, man. I know these boys are really skilled, but sheesh, they might really be blessed and skilled, which is nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with it at all. Blessings to them. That was COMPCENTER. You know, I just got off the phone actually with my producer, Frank. He said we got an episode dropping every week. You know, if you don't see an episode every dropping, oh, he added the sound effect. That's crazy. But if you don't see an episode every week, just make sure y'all find him on Twitter and add him and let him know, because it got nothing to do with me.
That's tough.
Soon leave out the hub, won't make myself hungrier. Might skip the whole line. Never once was in the middle. Hurry up, we don't got much time. Soon leave out the hub, won't make myself hungrier. Might skip the whole line. Never once